can open it up.
You already started?
Yeah.
Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, as usual, before we begin with this camp session, we're going to start it off by giving all the glory and infinite praise
To Yahweh, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Kakadash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles, great millstone. Peace and blessings be to all the occupants now pushing this word in truth and sincere. Shalom, Yahawashi, Shabbat. Alright, so we blessed with another week by Yahawashi to come out here and to prophesy the downfall of America, which is primarily known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures, and to also let you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans know that we are the Heavenly Father's chosen people, and for you to repent in these latter days before, of course, all hell break loose. And per usual, what we're gonna get into is prophecy. And one of the main things that's being in the talks, or being rumored around, is the Third World War. All right, and this tension between Babylon and these other nations, primarily, Russia, China, North Korea, it's been going on for a little minute. All right, but as we see, by measuring the time diligently, we can see that this shit is starting to escalate. Shit by the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Every day there's articles coming out on how, such and such is getting bombed. You know what I mean? The United States has deployed their largest warship over there to, the Panama Canal. You know what I mean? This shit is a daily thing. It's something that's happening on the regular. All right? And just like before any war starts, you're gonna have little proxy wars happening. You probably gonna have like little nukes going off. You're gonna have nations making threats against each other. All the way up until the point on where they actually meeting up with each other and shit. This is what it's all gonna boil down to, and this is why the Lord is stirring up these nations' mind pursuing the Revelation 17th chapter so they can fulfill His will. All right, but you got something to bring up?
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 11, and verse 14. The second woe was past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
And these woes that the scriptures is talking about destructions, right? And which is going into the world wars. You know what I mean? When you read Revelation 9, it goes into the First World War, all right, which happened in 1940, 1940s if I'm not mistaken. And then that second woe, which is the Second World War, and read it over again, bro.
The second woe was past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right, behold, that third world war is coming. All right, and people been talking about, because we go to scriptures like Matthew's 24th chapter to show signs that indicate that we in the end times, and people say that this shit's been happening. But like I said just a minute ago, it's not happening like has been happening in this time now. Of course, you've been having little wars going on and shit, but it's not just wars that you see going on now and people getting blew up and shit. You got big ass earthquakes, tsunamis. You know what I mean? You got upwards of the people. You know what I mean? I just seen some articles, not articles, Salaki, but some TikToks. I was finna send it to the Aki before camp, but I forgot. Basically getting into, the MOTB system. Being set up on how they allow, and how they're allowing those, those migrants. And man, that shit, the spirit, bro.
Yeah.
And through the spirit, bro, when I just came from Walmart, I believe I saw some sleeping cells, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was basically like some Hamites, some tall ass Hamites too, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could tell they wasn't Jake. They was just different, bro.
Yeah, they different.
Tall Hamites speaking in different languages and shit, bro. In Walmart, you know what I'm saying? You could tell they went and just shop there at Ross and shit. You know what I mean? Because they trying to dress a little bit like Jake and blend in.
Yeah, they trying to
and
blend
through the
in.
spirit, I believe them asleep. It says, and I was telling my girl, I'm like, hey, look. You know what I'm saying? Look, they blending in with us. They look perfect. You know what I'm saying? They look just like a regular ass citizen in the States. You know what I'm saying? The whole time waiting till they get their call by the UN. Like, hey, go over here. Go over here. It's gonna be game over, because this article that I'm finna bring out, it said that the United States, if I'm not mistaken, has sent 28,000 troops over there to that region.
And they mad.
You know what I'm saying? And when they bringing out the troops from the States, that's easier for the other nations to come and invade this bitch. And what other perfect way to have these sleeper cells already set here, so they ain't gotta come here. They already here. You know what I mean?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments folded in blood, just how the brother was mentioning how the wars before were in battle to the extent to the artillery that we have now. Right? Because then it goes on to say, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Now we have nuclear capabilities. World War II, World War I, we didn't have nuclear capabilities to the point that we have now. Okay?
Yeah, you had nukes in World War II. But like the brother said, they wasn't on the magnitude like how the shit is now.
The Satan
Because
2 missile, knocking all the way, knocking all of Texas out. One of them. One of them.
I remember I was watching this documentary on a documentary that simulation of like nuclear bombs and shit, and it said that nuclear bombs in today's time are 49 times stronger than what the bomb was in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and that shit was nuclear, by the way. So the nuclear bombs that they got now, it only makes sense on why the Lord said that the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Because if motherfucker's skin was falling off, melting like that shit was like some ice cream and shit, how much more with the missiles now? You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, according to Esau, he said that they can get as hot as the sun or a little hotter than the sun, which is, I don't know, I'm a little iffy with speculation. Because of course the Lord said that He set bounds upon him that He cannot pass. But you never know, because the Lord did also say that those are the weapons of His indignation. And bros say all the time that the Spirit of the Lord will be in the missiles, bro.
The scriptures say that the Spirit of the Lord's gonna be guiding them missiles, bro. So and the Most High did create those missiles. So ain't nothing for the Most High to create a missile that can be as hot as or even hotter than the sun at that one particular point, bro. Because this is gonna be the end judgment of all judgments. If you think about it, after this, what's gonna happen?
It's gonna be the war to end all wars. This shit gonna be so bad, and the elites know that, bro. The elites know this shit gonna be so bad. This is why they hiding their ass in the bunkers, and it's a lot of people that's starting to, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Try to duck and go to bunkers and shit like that. Like Jake talking about how to survive a nuclear attack.
Man,
nigga, the only way you gonna survive a nuclear attack is if the Lord get you up out this bitch through the chariots. That's the only way.
Ain't no way you're gonna.
You know what I mean? Because He said it with Isaiah the 22nd chapter. You know what I'm saying? Coming to the chambers.
Enter down to that chambers. While the Lord's indignation be overpassed.
Yeah, that's the only way. You're not gonna be able to dig your ass in the ground, because another thing too, they got what you call a bunker buster missile. That missile can go 2 miles deep in the ground and blow that bitch up. You can't do nothing to escape that fire, Jake.
The only ones that are gonna be able to escape are the elites. Because these elites don't have your regular ass bunkers, Jake.
Oh yeah, this nigga Rick Ross was talking about.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Elon Musk. I seen what you did, baby. You talking about his bunker and shit, but he talking about I'm going excavating or some shit like that.
Yeah,
talking about how you gonna have a car lot on this fucking simple ass nigga, bro. That's bad. The Lord gonna get you celebrities, nigga, bro.
But y'all understand, man, these elites, they have bunkers that are worth billions and billions and billions. Your little ass bunkers that only go so far down, you're gonna be cooked down there, bro.
Man, ain't like
because
like you throw like some shit in the microwave and it just bust open and blow up and shit. That's how you gonna be looking in the bunkers, bro.
Yeah, because it's not your lot, Jake, to make it out of not Jacob's trouble, but World War III. If you're not in the elect, and you make it all the way to the missiles, it's not your lot to make it. Because believe it or not, the elites, they already in the bunkers. And they out there in Switzerland and Antarctica or wherever the fuck
Iceland and shit.
That's
fucking mountains and all that.
That's where they be having their bunkers at, bro. And those bunkers go miles and miles and miles and miles deep down, bro.
Yeah, and they show you that in Resident Evil. They got big ass elevators. They go miles and miles deep down, and they also got them damn supersonic trains and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Where they go like I don't, a certain amount of miles and shit. Couple hundred miles, and they'll get there just like that.
And a lot of the reason Esau pushes GMO food is because they be having them in the bunkers, because GMO food is able to withstand that longevity. Like a regular orange would fucking die out in like 3 days.
And they show you that on TikTok all the time, like the duration of like some shit rotten.
There you go.
Like that McDonald's
burger, bro. They probably have all types of McDonald's burgers down there in them bunkers because them bitches are able to withstand a long period of time, you know. But I got this. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, and back at verse 14. The second woe was past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And the seventh angel sounded it, and there was great voices in heaven saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord and of His anointed, and He shall reign forever and ever. After these nuclear missiles are set off, and they're done for, the nukes do their work, that's when the kingdom of heaven is going to be set up, and that wickedness is going to never be, existing in the earth ever again.
I got you too, bro. Hold up.
You got it.
I want to grab this real quick since you said that. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 7 and 43. It says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time. And the day of doom, that shit is approaching. You know what I mean? You can count Jacob's trouble in with it. That's the beginning.
Exactly.
But that ultimate day of gloom, if you can, bro, go to the book of Matthew. What's that one scripture that goes to the day of the Lord is darkness and not light? Matter of fact, I think it's the book of Amos. It is the book of Amos. Amos 3 and 6, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe like 5 and 17. You know where it goes into, the lion and the bear and stuff like that? That's the one. I think it's the 5th chapter. But that's gonna be the end of this time, the dead gloom, which is gonna be when Yahawashi comes back, you know what I'm saying, to beam up his elect and have them missiles shot off to where they blowing shit up, primarily the states, because the states, if you look at a nuclear map, the states is targeted, you know what I'm saying, by all nations. You know what I'm saying? And that it's showing you right then and there that what the Lord said is true. Because he said in Revelation 17 that he gonna put the spirit on even America's allies. You know what I'm saying? Them many waters and shit, them other nations that America.
The beast shall hit the whore.
Yeah, and burn her.
Utterly burn her desolate.
Yep. Burn her flesh or some shit like that in Revelation 17. That's what the day of gloom is gonna be. And for motherfuckers thinking that a missile is a joke, wait until they start. Wait until you up close and you seeing this big ass mushroom cloud a couple miles away, and you get hit with a shock.
Not even that, bro. Not even when you're up close. When you see them fucking flying like the stars in heaven, bro. When you see that shit, you already know it's game over. You know what's happening.
Yeah, because you're gonna see them. The Lord, hey, this is why the Most High is to be feared, bro. Because the Lord gonna have it where you seeing your fucking fate, bro. Them bright ass lights just coming down, and they gonna be coming fast, but you gonna see them.
Hey, the scripture say that your knees shall be as water that day.
Yep.
Man, you're gonna look at that shit and you're gonna tremble you're gonna fall to your knees and you're gonna know what's happening.
Yep.
Maybe I did not make it. You're gonna have a karagma boiling your skin, boiling your forehead. I'm not gonna make it.
Man.
Cause all the radiation.
Now that shit gonna get the malfunction and get you having a tweak and shit. Like.
You know, but nonetheless though, man, if this is gonna be the end of all, it's gonna be the end of all wickedness, bro. It has to be the worst judgment, you know, played out in all of, you know, the earth. Because believe it or not, all you people are back here again today, just so you can, you know, either make it or, you know, play out your judgment because of your past sins. You know, everybody's gonna get paid, you know, what they did, in one way or another. And how, you know, how worse could it be than a fucking nuclear missile?
Nigga,
man?
to burn, boy. I'm
Smell.
talking about to burn, nigga. I remember, bro, like I remember growing up, bro, that's always been one of my fears, bro, is to burn. I'm like,
It can't get worse than that.
like, you fucking burning, bro. I'm talking about you just, like.
And it ain't even a regular burn, bro.
Yeah.
This is a missile that can be hotter than the fucking sun.
And
bro.
then you breathing in hot shit. Your eyes gonna be melting like it tell you in Zechariah the 14th chapter. Imagine your eyes melt. Your eyes are sensitive, bro. You get poked in the eye and you get the, bro, you spaz out. How much more your shit getting burnt with heat?
And another thing too, man, Jake thinks that they're just gonna pass away. Oh,
nah, bro.
The Most High is gonna retain your body in that fire, bro. He's gonna retain your spirit in that fire.
Because second Ezra 9th chapter, what it say? The same must know it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab it real quick, bro. Salaki.
You got it. Because Jake thinks, oh, it's all good. I'll just die as soon as it lands.
You think you gonna see this bright ass flash and then the fire coming in, it's just gonna go black. It's just gonna go blank. Like, nah, hell nah. What'll be the purpose? You gonna have an easy death, nigga. You can do all this wickedness, live how you want to, and you gonna get an easy death.
Hell nah. And we know it's not gonna play out that way.
This is 2nd Ezra 9. And 9 it says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways. And you're gonna be in a pitiful case, like the scriptures say, their faces shall be turned to paleness. You know, that's you looking at some shit and you losing your spirit as you looking at that shit. You know what I'm saying? And don't think that your spirit can't get burnt. You know what I mean? Because you could put energy against energy.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's exactly what the fuck gonna happen. The Lord gonna like burn you, bro. The Lord gonna leave your spirit in your body. You know what I'm saying? While you burning, so you can feel that shit. The Lord gonna burn you all the way to your goddamn toes. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that you feel that pain. Because if you can't get it on this side, then I mean, hey, the only way that the Lord gonna allow you to get it is if He whoop your ass with fire, though. And it say, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. And I done went into, you know, the definition of torment many different times. You know what I'm saying? For Jake that don't know what torment means, just look it up. You know what I'm saying? When you in torment, that means you're gonna be in excruciating pain. Pain that you can't bear. And you ain't gonna have a pain pill to take, you know what I'm saying, to help you when that fire is burning your ass. You're not gonna have no weed, no drink, no damn anesthesia. You're not gonna have none of that shit. You're gonna have to face your judgment. And you gonna know in the kingdom when you come back, like, nigga, I was tripping for going off. I just got, but look how I got fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? Because you're gonna be able to remember this shit because you know what I'm saying. Jake could probably pull up a hologram to one of their sons like, this is what happened to you in your past life. That's why you're gonna be in everlasting shame and content.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You pull up a hologram like, look at this shit. You know what I'm saying? And show you in your past life and your past avatar getting burnt, getting melted.
Fuck.
Like in that cartoon with the Hiroshima and Nagasaki girl, she was getting burned. Her eyes was falling off and shit. You looking at yourself like that. You seeing your teeth and shit all burning away, getting ashes and shit.
Oh,
you just painting a depiction, but that's it.
Second ride.
You gotta put it like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We call seers for a reason.
Hey, the
you know what I'm
scripture
saying?
said
Because
the terror of the Lord we shall
exactly. And this is why brothers is out teaching. You know what I'm saying? Because like the Jake said, like brother said, through the fear of the Lord we persuade men. We out here for a reason because we ain't trying to get burnt. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to grab this real quick. Matter of fact, if you can grab Habakkuk, I think it's 3 and 1.
Want me to get that Amos stuff?
Oh yeah, you can grab that real quick.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, to what end
Woe
is it
unto you
for
that desire the day of the Lord. And this go for you niggas, like you TikTok prophets.
I can't wait for
you
the Lord to
TikTok
come back.
pastors. Tell me I can't wait for Jesus to come back. I can't wait to go home. Where is your home at? You know what I'm saying? Because you niggas out here that's calling on Cesare Borgia, the Lord got a special judgment for your ass because here it is, the real image of the Lord is put up for edification, the real names, and you niggas, y'all deflect this.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all despise this, but y'all rather go worship that damn white supremacy. And this is why the Lord got a special judgment for your ass because the Lord said, you must worship me in truth and sincerity. That's the only way that you can worship the Lord. If you praying to the Most High and the Son and you got them white images in the back of your mind,
you're already not making
you not making it.
You're already not making it.
You're not making it. You gotta worship the Most High like how He said you're supposed to worship Him. And right now, since we in the time of Jake returning, nobody got no motherfucking excuse because these lessons has been gone up. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers that's on TikTok that be in the comment board, you know what I'm saying, and also posting videos, and this shit going global. I'll look at a TikTok video of something that's Hebrew Israelite related, and it'll have thousands and thousands of likes. You know what I'm saying? But you have a bunch of lost ass Jakes in the comments and shit. You know what I mean?
And Jake, just how they be saying, I can't wait to go home. We're pushing righteousness, right? The kingdom of heaven is within you.
Yep.
We're out here pushing righteousness. You Jakes don't even really want to go home because the kingdom of heaven is what? Full of righteousness. Because if you really wanted to go home, you would already be doing this work. Ushering in, pushing, manifesting the return of our Lord. But what?
Yeah, Jake love to talk about that manifestation shit.
Yep.
Well, I mean, why don't you try to, say, quote unquote, manifest, the kingdom of heaven?
Second Ezra's 9 chapter, man. Manifest.
Yep, with Yahawashi ruling, you know what I'm saying, with King David following under.
Because you truly don't want righteousness to rule over here, bro.
Man, because I was thinking about it, bro, and I'm like, nigga, in the kingdom, we not going to have to worry, bro. Like, why do Jake want to stay in this shit? Because Jake, you niggas is just house niggas. That's all it is.
Darkness should cover the people.
Yeah, like this shit big dad. Big dad. I look at them TikTok videos of one rapper versus 20 females, and that shit be annoying, bro. I just like, bro, this shit through, bro.
Shit is out of there.
Like, bro, the Lord just gotta burn this shit, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. Continue reading that, though, brother.
Verse 19, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and not brightness in it?
Yep, and second is just like I just pulled, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I ain't gonna read it over again, but it said at the end of this time it's gonna be gloom. And Yahawashi is gonna be the end of this time. You know what I mean? And when Yahawashi come back, as the scripture says, it's gonna be a day of darkness and not light. It's gonna be gloom. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna have the sky, it's gonna be like a fucking a nuclear fallout. You know what I'm saying? The sky gonna be blotted out. You know what I mean? It's shit gonna be on fire. Because America's still going to stay on fire for a little minute after the destruction. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have other nations, you're going to have shit blown up and melted over there. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't just going to be Babylon, it's going to be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Israel, that land got to be cleansed, bro. Yeah. I don't want to go back to the land knowing that it was some damn sodomites all marching throughout my streets and shit.
Israel's definitely going to get cleaned
So
up.
the Lord got to clean that up. You know what I'm saying? Because imagine we kings and these nasty ass sodomites and step foot in our land. We gotta go and get that shit cleansed because what happened whenever we went into?
I was about to say that's our feet.
What we do? Whenever we went over there
to a heathen land,
because Ham was on our land, bro. Hey, we went there and wiped they nasty ass out because Ham was through, bro. Like big through.
And we were so clean that saying dust the feet before you enter in. That's going into us being so clean that anytime we would walk into a different land, we would have to dust our feet just to walk into our city and not have that dust come into our city, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's how separate we supposed to be.
That's how separate.
So for niggas is talking about we all the same.
Come together,
like at work, I had these niggas tell me we all the same. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I had to put my 2 cents in that shit. I'm like, nigga, I'm not the same as no goddamn white boy. I'm not the same as no Chinese man. They ain't shit the same about us. And then I had a nerd. Then bro had a nerd to tell me, because I was like, so you mean to tell me we all the same, even though so-called black people, you know what I'm saying? I just use black people, you know, so just for as an example, are more superior than any other fucking, you know what I'm saying, race. You know what I'm saying? You don't, that don't make us no different. We stronger, bigger, taller than all these other nations, but we the same. Just because we can get a goddamn blood transfusion and shit. Because we got the same blood type. Nigga, we is not the same.
We have different spirits too, man. We just don't vibe with y'all.
That's another thing too. I couldn't even really get into it like that because Jake wasn't gonna understand the spiritual side of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Our spirits is not the same. This is why an Edomite, a white boy, go eat a bloody ass steak. You know what I'm saying? He'll go and, you know what I'm saying? Like my mama and them was telling me, it's an Edomite that stay next door to him, or that's a grandparent of one of the girls and shit. And this nigga, he an old ass nigga, and he said he like looking at aliens with big titties.
Oh my God.
Bro, Jake don't be on that shit. You Edomites be looking at Pokemon porn and not trying to get graphic, but they're like that, bro. They're weird and shit, bro. Like Job said, he won't even let them lay with his dogs, bro.
Man, not even play with the dogs.
But you mean to tell me we the same? We the same as Moabites that's over there eating frogs and fucking eating sea urchins and shit.
And if we were really all the same, man, we would all be looking the same.
Another thing
to an extent.
Another thing too, if we was all the same, we would all get along.
Exactly.
There's a reason why there's racial tension, quote unquote, racial tension between everybody, bro. You'll say because we are not the same. The Lord had divided. Hey, the Lord put everybody in their own lands for a reason because we separate. That's what holy means.
Holy means separate.
You know what I'm saying?
Holy
like,
people.
Nigga, we never gonna get along, and I don't want to get along with no Edomites. I don't give a fuck about
and
them.
none of you other nations.
You other nations included.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, eat at the same table as you. I don't want you popping my nation of women and shit. I can't stand when I see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Eve with an Edomite. Nigga, that shit, like, it just pissed me off because that's the daughter of Zion with a dog, bro. With a fucking dog. You know what I mean? Just because this nigga got a little paper on this side because he in the military and shit. You know what I mean? Eve be on that shit out here, bro. You got Issachar out here that
but that's it. Even then, dudes that be at the military, man, they use because Eve is under the curses. So they has to be fucking committing all types of fucking fornication against their damn adultery against their damn husband, bro. You know?
Man.
Because Eve out here through too. You know, Eve has it really worse than damn near they out of there, bro. That's why the apostles even tell you to get a heathen woman, bro. Don't even try to deal with Eve on this side, bro, because she's under the curses. You know, when they're under the curses, they're gonna, fall. They're gonna fall in, to them temptations and shit, bro. Because the curses. You know, that's why the apostles always push to get a heathen woman, bro, because they're not under the curses. They chill, they cool, man. They'll be loyal and shit. You know.
Yeah, but just don't get too attached because at the end of the day, she ain't gonna make it.
Nah, she ain't gonna make it.
You gonna have to leave her. She gonna be like leave the world behind. She gonna be part of that shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like that. So I mean, if you do plan on dealing with an Israelite woman, you better get you something that's tolerable. You know what I mean? Don't go for the baddest bitch because then you're gonna be stressed out pulling your hair out.
Good luck.
Cause you know how Jake is with they women and shit. You know what I mean? You better get you something that's tolerable. Go ahead, though.
You want me to get which piece about?
As a matter of fact, I'll just get into this article, bro.
Oh yeah, come.
All right, so this is that article that we originally planned on getting into. It says the Mideast has now reached a dangerous climax, and we all know what's going on over there at the moment. You know what I'm saying? You got Hamas and Israel, if I'm not mistaken. You got Israel that's blowing their ass up. You know what I mean? You got these Palestinians or these Ishmaelites out here and shit. You know what I'm saying? On 16th Street talking about save Palestine or whatever the fuck they talking about. You know what I'm saying? I be just looking at them niggas. I'm just like, bro, nobody gives a fuck about that shit. Y'all out here just walking with crosswalks and shit.
Nobody gives
with some signs, bro. What that shit gonna do? Man, Esau gonna keep putting his foot in them Ishmaelite ass until the third world comes. It's that simple. Yeah. Until they do something, and you niggas need to do something. Esau been over there in y'all land, taking y'all shit, and whatever y'all been doing. But you know, of course, it's all in a little
Yeah, it's
time.
on a little time.
It says, we are rapidly approaching a point of no return in the Middle East, and if you can, bro, Baba Kashah grab Habakkuk 2 and 3. Grab that real quick, because there ain't no point of, there ain't no return, bro. You know what I'm saying? For anybody that think that this shit gonna reverse, and that Joe Biden or Trump are gonna come in the office and fix everything, and everything gonna be better, you niggas is delusional, bro. You was delusional. I see Jake talking about, see, we should have voted for Trump. You niggas are dumb, bro.
For the okie doke.
When the scriptures talk about how not to put another nation above you, especially a damn Edomite, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gonna allow a dog, a damn caveman to rule over you, bro, to tell you how much taxes and shit that you gotta pay, something that you ain't even responsible for. We ain't responsible for America going to debt and shit. Here is, we gotta pay taxes.
Taxes is off. That ain't even in the law.
Yeah.
It's like you're not taxes on.
Oh, you talking about
loan?
Yeah.
Interest.
Yeah, that shit.
There you go. Interest is not in the
Yeah,
law. So like,
you get a loan, and guess what, nigga? You gotta pay that shit double, triple, nigga. You gonna be in debt like a motherfucker. That's how the system is set up, which is a wicked ass system. It's damn near impossible to really survive on your own like that unless you making some bread, bro. That's why you see Jake starting to, like, you know, come together and stay in one house and shit like Issachar, bro. And they're thugging that shit out because, man, this is a, you know, this shit basically set up for you to fail, bro. But you know, that's besides the point. It say we are rapidly approaching a point of no return in the Middle East, and you got a scripture, right?
Yeah. It's the book of Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak.
If the vision is set for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. And appointed, you know what I'm saying? It's like an appointment, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you got an appointment set for a particular day and time, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, I just said the point. There's a particular, a set particular day and time when you're supposed to go to that appointment. And it's the same thing when it comes to these prophecies. There's a particular day, month, year, second, millisecond that the Lord gonna allow this shit to happen. And one day, you know what I mean? It may just be that day where the Lord, make that prophecy come to pass. And you best believe, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna catch motherfuckers off guard. Imagine when you see like a little, America actually get hit with a missile, bro. Because like when you read Ezekiel 37, is it 37? It is 37. This land of unwalled villages. The people dwell without care here. Motherfuckers ain't, people here don't care, bro, until some shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Like the 9/11. Motherfuckers were still delusional just as they is now, bro, back then. And then when that motherfucker got hit, you know what I'm saying, that building crashed and all that, motherfuckers was astonished, bro. You know what I mean? It's gonna be no different coming into this time now. Russia may just send some shit. You know what I'm saying? Blow something up. You never know.
At the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and will not tarry.
Yep, and right now, as it's escalating, you know what I'm saying, it may seem like it's tarrying. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been talking about that.
Right.
Trump, he blew up Hussein Soleimani back in 2020, if I'm not mistaken, 2021. I don't forgot. You know what I'm saying? And then people probably thought that shit was going to be the, matter of fact, it was that. Yeah. They thought it was going to be a World War III right off the bat. They was talking about going back in 2020, you know what I'm saying? Because 2022 is the third world war or some shit like that.
But the MOTB has to be played out before World War III fully escalates to its final point.
Yep, that's one prophecy that does have to come to pass in order for
World War III,
you know, that third war to come to pass. But you know, the MOTB is being talked about like a motherfucker though.
They already got a successful trial with the brain seeding.
Yep.
And what's at the forehead?
And in China they got that shit set up too, bro. They got the digital system set up over there and shit in China.
And when you go into that word forehead in the book of Revelations 13 chapter, it goes into meta. And when you go into what? Meta is the middle of the forehead, metaverse.
Yep.
So, and they're not just gonna put a C-hip in the back of your head and shit. They're gonna have it for a purpose, and it's gonna be to control your frontal lobe. That's why they're gonna put it in your forehead. It means in between the eyes. You're going to say that word forehead, meta. So when you have metaverse, and what's gonna happen? It's all for pushing in the MOTV system, bro.
And also to control your spirit, because in the middle of your forehead, what Jay be calling that shit? Your third eye. Your pineal gland or your spirit, which is, I believe it's like where your spirit's supposed to be type shit. You know what I mean? Esau, he wanna take over that shit. This is why he got like little shit set up to download your conscience on this device and put it in an AR robot.
I like to push that kind of way of thinking. When you go to the book of 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, he wants to be like the Most High. And what does the Most High control? Our thoughts. you know. So
Your spirit is like a computer.
yeah,
That's basic. That shit crazy,
yeah,
bro.
because we're actually in a simulation when you go into it.
Man.
Because the simulation is what? It's already a pre-planned thing.
Predestined.
Yeah, predestined thing. When you go into the scriptures, everybody's in their lot all over again. When you go, Job is back in his lot again. Daniel's back in his lot again. Everybody's back. The spirit of the prophets are subject into the prophets. Those that pierced Yahawashi, they're back in their lot again today. Those that said, let his blood be upon me and my children, they're back in their lot again today. Everybody's back in their lot playing the same, they're playing out their own judgment that's been foretold from the beginning.
I want to grab this for you, bro. This is the book of Romans 8:30. It says, moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. And whom he called, them he also justified. And whom he justified, them he also glorified. So dealing with predestination, matter of fact, I want to look up the definition for that word real quick.
What's it called? Even when you go to the book of Jeremiah, the first chapter, let me get this for you real quick.
This is the definition for the word predestination. And it say determine an outcome or course of events. You know what I mean? Events, and what that make you think about prophecy?
Yeah, prophecy.
All these things are predestined to happen. All right, you know what I'm saying? Just like what we doing, we was predestined to do this. You know what I'm saying? We didn't wake up one day and just like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna hit up Ak and AZ and be like, shit, let's teach. You know what I mean? It was nothing like that. Or we came across each other and it was just like, oh, you believe in that shit too? It was nothing like that.
And even if it didn't play out like that, it would be predestined for it to play out that way, you know?
It was Jake Lot for us to cross paths and shit, you know what I'm saying, in this lifetime to push forth this ministry, because like Paul, he was probably picking up Jake, you know what I'm saying, as he was, going and teaching this shit. You know what I'm saying? Probably had Jake that was going and following something like Yahawashi. Yahawashi, as he was going on this journey, he was picking up Simon Peter, his brother, you know what I mean, and the rest of the disciples.
I got a precept for you.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 5, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nation.
Oh.
You see? He was predestined way before he was even born. The Most High already knew what he was going to set him up for, before he was even formed in the belly, man. Before his spirit was even in that, womb, in the matrix.
Man, and I seen something on TikTok where a damn Christian was it was a damn Eve too, bro. I actually hopped in the comment board on her ass, and she responded to some of my shit. And Eve that be calling himself trying to teach on TikTok, man, you need to shut that shit up, bro, because that shit be off.
That shit be
bitch try to grab Jeremiah the first chapter and apply that to herself. Not even on like some teaching shit, bro. Like just on some
that's me.
Like type shit. I was just like, bro, y'all asses out of there, bro. You talking about God this and God that. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to do good the whole time. You showing your curves and shit.
Hey, I deprived her of wisdom.
Exactly, bro. He was dumb as hell. But you can go ahead, Malak. Or I can finish the rest of this real quick. This is back in the article, and it say, so far more than 28,000 people have died as a result of the conflict between Israel and Hamas. 28,000 people, that's a whole lot. And this is why you got them Palestinians talking about every 10 minutes a Palestinian child is being killed or some shit like that. You know what I mean? This shit is all, hey, the Lord got them nations stirring each other up for a reason, bro. Because, hey, also as the scripture said in Jeremiah, I think it's the 49th chapter, they gonna use the least of the flock to draw them out. You know what I'm saying? America is them damn Amalekites' #1 ally. So you best believe once they really get into some shit where Israel actually being touched, bro, America gonna be drawn out and they're gonna be forced to actually go and defend them. And it's gonna be a full blown. It's gonna be game on from that point.
It's a fight Iran.
Yep.
Iran, who backs up Iran, Russia.
Yep.
Who backs up Russia, China. And what's gonna happen to these NATO nations? They're gonna turn their back on America. They're not gonna be in league with America. They're all gonna turn. America's done for, man. It's cooked.
Man, this shit big cook, bro. It's gone, bro.
I got a piece of you out.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 22. And except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. For the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Just how the brother said, man, these things are escalating quick. And just as the article says, well, 28,000 people are already being murked out there. Things are happening quick, man. And it's all because what? The end is here.
And 28,000 people, that's like a little city.
Yep.
That's a little city. That's how many people have already, you know what I'm saying, them been unalived and shit. So you said, hey, like Jake said, get it back in blood. And what you think these nations is gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Or what you think fighting against another nation and killing their nation. So you know, shit gonna get deep behind that. And the scriptures say it is. These is all just little things that escalate, you know what I'm saying, to get to that third World War point. But you got something that you want to bring out?
No.
It says, but if a full-blown regional war erupts, the final death toll will be many times higher. And if you can, bro, go to Revelations. I think it's the 19th. Matter of fact, I'll grab it real quick.
Okay.
Go to Revelations 19, though. I got you right here. This is see where that mug at. Slack. Yeah, because one thing too that a lot of people don't realize is like the consequences that come behind a nuclear war. You know what I mean? One bomb alone, or one nuke alone, that should have wiped out a whole city, full of millions of people. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you think the Lord gonna do when all the missiles is being shot? When, the Lord say to spare no arrows. This shit, it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna die, and not only just in the States, but over there in Russia too, because it talks about how a third part of men shall fall by the sword. If you paraphrase, which is talking about the missiles. That ain't talking about in Babylon. That's talking about across the globe too, because as America getting hit, it's gonna shoot some shit.
Yeah, America's gonna fire back.
Yeah. But I got this. It say Revelation 14:20. It says, and the winepress was trodden without the city. And the winepress, what do? You in there gushing grapes. You busting grapes. You know what I'm saying? That the blood of the grapes is everywhere. It say, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse's bridle. And the horse's bridle is like just about my damn height. You know what I'm saying? A horse's bridle is 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? Which is about right here. That's tall, and it's not literal, but that's just a sign, or like a similitude of how much, you know what I'm saying,
blood
killing
and
bloodshed is going to become behind this war. And it say by the space of 1,600 furlongs. All right, but this just goes to show you that with this war, the Lord getting ready to do a whole lot of killing. And this is why it's also said that he's preparing a feast for the fowls there, which is we finna get into it here in a second. But you got something?
You want me to get Revelation 19 or 18?
You can go to 19.
19 and which verse?
Shit. Let me see it. Alright, you started on. She started 12, 19 and 12.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 19 and verse 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns.
I'm talking about Yahawashi. And Yahawashi, he also represents the dead gloom, because when he comes back for these other nations and the 2/3, that shit gonna be gloom.
Yeah.
Because the 2/3 ain't looking for Yahawashi to come back. So when he come back, and also them niggas that killed, you know, got the Lord killed, you know what I'm saying? They gonna know what the fuck going on. Because it say in Revelation 10:7 that the Lord gonna lift up that mystery. You know what I'm saying? So you may, right now you may not know, but shit, when the missiles is coming and you see, you know, Yahawashi on that chariot, you gonna know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the Lord gonna lift up that veil and wipe away them blinders and let your ass see. All right, go ahead,
And
Malak.
on his head were many crowns, and those many crowns are him taking over all these different nations.
Yup.
And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself.
And that don't mean that we ain't got the
Exactly.
names of the Lord. You know what I mean? Niggas is simple, bro. Go ahead.
Because when you go to that word new, it means refreshed.
Yup.
Okay. Verse 13, and he was clothed with the vesture dripped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High.
Yup. Go ahead.
And his armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, and with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with the rod of iron, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness of the wrath of the Almighty power.
Yep, because Yahawashi gonna come back to do a lot of killing, but also he gonna use them missiles, you know what I'm saying, to add to his kill count. You know what I mean? Because those are the weapons of the Lord's indignation. Yahawashi ain't gotta get off no chariot to get busy. All he gotta do is just send a demon to go and get in the mind of fucking Vladimir Putin, and he pressed the button.
Ezekiel 37 chapter.
Yeah, that's just like that. You know what I'm saying?
That evil thought should come into his head. That's the Most High putting that thought in his mind to press that red button. say, fuck it, I'm gonna nuke these motherfuckers. And that's what that is. And that's in the scriptures. So Jake likes to think, but why would they do that? Why would they shoot nukes knowing that they're all gonna die?
That's a nigga biggest question.
Yeah.
Why? Why would they do that? Why would they see? But why would they just shoot the missiles? Like knowing what would have come behind it? Because the Lord want them to. Nigga.
Everybody say, man.
The Lord want them to. That's just and it gotta happen.
What
Because
the clay say to the potter?
Exactly. And if you don't think America don't need to be burnt, then I mean you part of the problem.
You part of the right.
You gotta be burnt too. Because you gotta be burnt with this bitch, bro. Because it's like, how can you look at this shit and be like, you know what I'm saying? How can you be fine with it, bro?
Man.
Like I'm disgusted with this shit for real, bro. I ain't saying like I'm the most righteous nigga out here. You feel me? But I'm disgusted with this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Lot say he vexed with the filthy conversation and the wicked, bro. This shit out of here.
Hey, we look for new heavens and a new earth where going to places.
Man, bro, like I remember like I seen this TikTok video. It said like and Kadar reposted that whole, it said like I guess like when you're in a room full of people, you know what I'm saying, but you know a lot of shit, so you just sitting back and you just thinking, you just like
and that's the scriptures.
Yeah, bro, it's just
a wise man rarely smiles.
Yeah, you just sitting back and you just looking at everybody, just examining shit and just knowing like, damn, these niggas is just...
You wanna get that precept? He that increaseth in wisdom.
Oh yeah, I got you. With much knowledge becomes much grief.
Yeah, there you go. Figure that one out. That's a perfect example, man. And that's really why we can't really truly vibe with your Jakes in the world, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you invite us to, you know, Jake, because you know Jake has friends that's in the world and shit. They don't invite you to certain places and shit, but in the back of your head, you just really can't be super mirthful because you just know so much. Yeah. You know, you just. In the back of your mind is Jacob's struggle. In the back of your mind is, you know, the chariots, you know, the ICBM missiles, man, all types of shit, man. You feel me? Studying, reading. You got more priorities than being right here.
Man, the truth stay on my mind, bro.
20 it has to be. The scriptures say put it off from day to day.
Yeah, the truth stay on my mind. I may go like a couple minutes, you know what I'm saying, blank without thinking about it, but then it come right back to me and I'm like, this shit gonna happen, bro. I'm like,
because it's really our true occupation.
Yeah, bro.
It's really all we live for. This is really me. This is us. This is.
We became that new man, that new creature. You know what I mean? And with that, we got a whole new way of thinking.
Like Jay likes to have all these different types of titles and shit, man.
Man,
I'm this, I'm that. Bro, I'm just a man that believes in Yahawashi, Yahawashi.
That's simple. I don't call myself no prophet.
Just as the scriptures say,
I don't do none of that.
Yahawashi made himself no reputation. We don't have a reputation, but our reputation is just to push this word of Yahawashi and work on a regular day-to-day, you know, get some food on the table, and that's it.
Man, just to maintain ourselves in this bitch until we get out.
Until we get the fuck up out of here, man. You know?
It's just like that. I'm here to maintain myself until Yahawashi come and get us, bro. I even be telling my mama this shit. I be like, man, I ain't worried about all that shit, trying to build shit, bro. I'm here until the Most High come and get me. Until I go home.
When I work hard. You know, when I'm done with work, I work hard.
For sure,
you know, you just gotta understand that none of this shit here in the earth matter. In this earth matters right now, bro. But this truth, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, all this is gonna be cooked up.
This shit gonna be cooked, burnt. Whatever's here it's gonna be no more, basically. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 1:18. It says, "For much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow." Because you woke up to the bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't just going around and be like Jada. What's the nigga named Jada Smith? Dude, why can't we just talking about the economic state of the world? I had to ask like, man, get the fuck out of here. But when it comes to this truth for real though, bro, like you know what I'm saying? And it's true. Knowing the shit that we know, we like, bro, how the fuck like niggas just go around not caring, bro? Like, of course, we can have fun, but at the end of the day, we know in back of our mind, like,
yeah, we actually having fun like that.
Like, say when I get something like new for myself, I may be enjoying this shit.
And that's what the Lord gives you as a balance, because you just can't be in this bitch all fucked up either. You feel
Hell
me?
no. I may be enjoying this shit, and I think I'm like, I'm cool, bro. I'm like, this shit be burning. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck about this shit no more. It's just like, then I lose my joy to this shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
But that's where that grief come in because of the knowledge that we got, which is a blessing though, because, bro, I go to sleep like a fucking baby at night, knowing that, hey, man, we finna get the kingdom, and then on top of that, the Lord gonna protect us, nigga.
That's all that really
The Lord gonna protect us when all hell breaks loose.
We're gonna have comfort when
you feel me? Bro, like, I sleep like a baby, nigga. You know what I mean? Knowing that the Lord gonna have our back going into that time, bro, for real.
Yeah.
We ain't gotta worry about the shit that Jake worrying about, because Jake is finna get it. If you can, go to Joel the 3rd chapter.
Okay.
And you got some scriptures you want to pull out? Go ahead, my life. I'll try to end it off as quick as I can.
It's all good, bro. We got time. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
You probably got to start a little.
Yeah, I can start a little.
Probably I think 3 when it goes into the reason why there's gonna be a third world war is because of the controversy of Zion. Yeah, I think it's probably like 3 or 4.
Yeah. Okay. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Hey, Slack, I apologize. Can you start at 1, bro? Slack.
For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. That's another thing too. That's biblical prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
That's us, and that's how you know it's talking about America, Babylon the Great. Jake likes to say that the Northern Kingdom is in Africa right
You
now.
niggas is crazy. What? Talking about Gad is in Africa. What?
That shit don't make no sense. The majority of what? The majority of the Northern and Southern Kingdom are what? Here in Babylon the Great.
Bro, this is Babylon the Great. Most of us is here. This is why you got brothers in every city.
Exactly.
And just because a brother look like he black, bro, it's a lot of Jake that's not actually like, bro. It's a Jake look like everybody.
Yeah.
You got Northern Kingdom that look like fucking Southern. You got Southern Kingdom that look like Northern Kingdom. Brother right here may be Southern Kingdom. You know what I'm saying? You never know. But the reason why, you know what I'm saying, the Southern Kingdom came over is because that was prophecy. And it was prophecy that we was going to be oppressed together. Like when you read the book of Jeremiah, if I'm not mistaken, when it goes into how, what was it, I don't know, Judah and Jerusalem shall go again into captivity, roughly paraphrasing. And that didn't happen, you know what I'm saying, until Jake came over here in captivity. Jake, the Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom never been in captivity together, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Were they?
No.
Until they came over here.
Only in Egypt.
Yep, exactly. Only in Egypt.
Yeah. And this is what? Egypt all over again.
Yep.
But nonetheless, though, back at verse 1, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage of Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Yep, in the valley of Jehoshaphat, when you go into the Hebrew, it's Yahawashi, which means Yahweh's decision or his judgment. And that's basically getting into, you know, the Middle East, bro. Yeah. And when you go into Joel the 2nd chapter, it goes to how they were going to be driven toward the utmost sea and the other. And when you go into a map, you know what I'm saying? That matter of fact, let me just pull it out real quick because I'm butchering this shit out of it real quick, bro. Shalak.
It's all good.
Alright, so this is Joel 2 in verse 20, and it say, but I will remove far from you the northern army, which is talking about the North American army. The Lord is going to gather, you know what I'm saying, these Babylonian troops, you know what I'm saying, all you niggas that's joining the military, even the motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, the regular citizen, you're going to be drafted, bro. All right, and the Lord going to send you over there to the Middle East. It says, and will drive them into a land barren and desolate, which is talking about Saudi Arabia, because it's basically a big-ass desert. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no trees and nothing like that. You go over there, bro. Like, I asked this Marine dude that I worked with, I was like, how that shit look over here? He was like, trash, fucking dirt, you know what I'm saying, fucked up buildings. You know what I'm saying? It's a barren and desolate land. And you can see why, because that shit a war zone. That's why everybody gonna go there and fight. It say, and with his face toward the East Sea, which is talking about the Red Sea. All right. As a matter of fact, it's the Persian Gulf. That's what that's what the East Sea is. When you look on the side of a Middle Eastern map, so to speak, they're saying his hinder part toward the utmost sea, which is talking about the Red Sea. It says, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savior shall come up, because he had done great things, and that's what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? When America is steps foot in that land and they actually fight going toe to toe with them other nations, you're not gonna get sent on the ship to come back over here.
Oh, hell
you know what I'm saying? And be able to tell a story to your, you know, generations on down the line.
Boomers Part 2 and shit.
Exactly. There's not gonna be a history book in America about the Third World War. This shit gonna be cooked, and what's gonna be known of it? It's gonna be in the kingdom of that shit was wicked and the Lord had to burn it.
Yeah.
That's simple. This some more.
Verse 3. And they that have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Yeah, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine?
You Hamites and you Ishmaelites, because y'all had your hand in our demise. You know what I'm saying? In the slave trade.
Yeah.
It began with you goddamn Ishmaelites.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The sub-Saharan slave trade, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? They was doing Jake bad as hell, bro.
Trickle down to you Hamites, some of this to the transatlantic slave trade.
Yep. Then you Hamites got us, and then you gave us to the Edomites.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And don't think that you in spiritual debt with the Most High. Like I say from time to time, bro. Don't think that the Most High just forgot about that shit. People just be dumb, bro. Thinking that God forgot about, you know what I'm saying, the shit that happened to us.
And that's why when you go to the history books on Hitler, he was killing, so-called killing the Jewish people. He said because they have the jewels of the Most High in possession. Yeah. He was actually looking out for people to not get judgment from the Most High.
And what's written about, you know what I'm saying, what's written about him is that he was one of the worst people
ever
in history. Yep. Shit, he was actually, you know what I'm saying, one of the greatest
he was looking out for y'all.
Because he knew who the fuck we was, and hey, he knew better. Yep. In other words, he knew better.
Yeah, he knew better in other ways, yeah.
That's why you damn Amalekites, you know what I'm saying, that took our inheritance and shit like that. This is why he was putting his foot on y'all ass like that.
He's like, y'all fucking up.
Y'all fucking up. And he said, I'm trying to save my nation.
Yeah, he's trying to save my nation of people.
Because he knew, hey, them people that's up in the upper echelon, they know the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying? All these celebrities, they know the truth, bro.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Like Kodak Black and shit. Kodak Black. I remember.
Don't call me black no more. I'm an Israelite.
Bro, and even besides that, I remember I think I sent you a video and shit. Yeah. But Kodak Black, he was on a podcast and shit, and it was like, you like the hood Moses, and he was like that's deep because Moses he was a Levite, and Kodak Black he know that he a Levite.
Yeah, they brothers about that a long time ago too.
Yeah, he know that he a Levite and shit. Yeah. He even got it in the songs like first day out. He was like, I'm an Israelite and my diamonds Israelites. Yeah. He know that he a Jake. All them niggas do.
But they not gonna be able to repent because they signed that what's it called what's that precept that goes into they made a covenant with death.
Yep. Yeah, like I think Isaiah the 65th chapter says, you prepare the table for the truth.
Yeah, you prepare the table.
You know what I'm saying? You sitting at the table making business deals with the devil. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, a lot of you niggas you just receive your consolation. That's why the Lord said in the book of Revelations that the stars of heaven shall fall over the earth or something like that. This is why you celebrity niggas, the Lord be judging y'all ass, bro, like crazy. Like within these past couple years, there's been hundreds of rappers that's been unalived.
Rightfully so, man.
Yep. But even then, it's this one dude, his name, fuck is his name? His name J Hood or something like that. He grew up on O Block, bro. Like he be getting big ass interviews and shit like that. And I commented because he said something. He was like, you black people, y'all are the, you know what I'm saying, the Most High's chosen people. You the Jews and this, that, and the third. So I commented, and I was also like, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And I commented like, you know, the true names of the Most High. His ass responded, but he was on some like disobedient shit. Nah, Mexicans, they not the Most High chosen people. They don't go through none of the curses. Only black people. I like, through. But this just goes to show you that they all know, bro. They all fucking know. They just can't come out and say it like that.
No, they can't. Because they made that covenant with death.
Yep.
And they done for them. You know, they made that money.
Yep.
If ye will recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return the recompense upon your own head. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, exactly what happened, exactly what Hitler said. Y'all taking the jewels of the Most High.
Yeah, that's what Jake is likened unto. You know what I'm saying? When we in our
glorified state.
Yeah, like, you know, when we one with our power. You know what I'm saying? We like jewel, like silver, gold, and precious minerals and stuff like that.
Like unto a wife, bro. Like unto a wife. Like, damn, she's doing everything right by you. You have to see out there, you know.
Hey, like what Jake be calling like a down ass woman? That's my trophy. Mm-hmm. Like the boy said from SOB and RB. Mm-hmm. He said, my son, my everything. I treat her like a trophy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We like jewels, and a trophy is what? Gold, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Gold or silver, whatever you want to do. But I'm making a point like, hey, Jake is that gold and silver, bro.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my good and pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
Yeah, because niggas had a nerve to be like, only blacks went into slavery. But when you go to 1492, Hey, Northern Kingdom was going into slavery first.
That's the spirit I mentioned that how the bro said Mexicans ain't.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Mexicans ain't
and I even mentioned, I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? I'm like, in 1492, nigga, the Latinos, Native Americans, they went into slavery, being sold to Europe and shit.
Before the
transatlantic slave trade, and that shit didn't happen to 1619, bro. So it's like, it just goes to show you that niggas just don't be having.
And that's why facial features look a lot more different when it comes to NK than Southern Kingdom, because it has been in captivity for way longer than SK.
That's why you have motherfucking Northern Kingdom look like Moab a little bit, look like Ishmael.
They be looking all over
like
the place.
damn,
shit,
like that damn cake gonna turn, bro.
That Ephraim shall be a cake unturned.
Yeah, that cake gonna turn, bro.
And then it says you shall be given to idols. When you go into a Latino house, what do you see? As soon as you get in that motherfucker, all types of Cesare Borgia crosses and saints and all types of crazy shit, bro. You feel me? But nonetheless, though, it's all the spiritual thing. You know, you can tell it. But nonetheless, though, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have yea sold unto the Grecians, that yea might remove from them from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place where ye have sold them. I will return the recompense upon your own head.
The recompense, I mean, the Lord is gonna pay you back for what you did, and as the scripture say, you reap what you sow.
Exactly.
So the reason that the Lord is gonna gather you nations over there, which is gonna say, continue to read my.
And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord has spoken.
Yeah, meaning, hey, we're gonna put your ass in slavery. You know what I'm saying? That's a righteous recompense. That's true reparations. What you did to us is what you get back. Go ahead.
Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
Right, meaning go tell them damn heathens this. Go ahead.
Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near.
That's why them North Koreans, they over there breaking bricks with their head and shit. They laying on fucking broken glass, kicking cinder blocks in half and shit. They showing they mighty men. They even creating super soldiers and shit. All that's being activated because the Lord is stirring them up. Go ahead.
Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong.
Another thing too, them jobs, that shit gonna stop. They gonna start just recruiting motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be working no more. Your ass gonna get drafted into the military, and you ain't gonna have no choice but to fight.
You can start building some guns.
Yep. Your ass gonna get to putting guns apart and shit. Yep. You gonna be up at 3 o'clock in the morning, swimming in the ocean and shit, doing drills, sniping at targets and shit.
The grinding gonna cease.
That's what's gonna happen, because they already talking about the drag coming back in the States. You know what I'm saying? Because the damn American military is short. Nobody wanna join it and shit. And then testosterone in men is at an all-time decrease. Niggas can't even do 30 push-ups. Like, damn, bro. Babylon through, bro.
Man, Babylon going for it.
This shit through. These little niggas going fighting, bro. That shit big through.
Man, they're gonna duck and hide in a little corner off.
Man. And then you got females in the military.
Oh yeah, that's
like,
another thing too. Russians don't allow females in the military.
Yeah, the other nations, they don't allow females in the military because they understand the role of a damn woman.
Bro, you can only because only when I'm kind of going through my day-to-day life. But a woman doesn't. There's no way, shape, or form that they have the mental capacity as a man has, bro.
Hell no. Unless the Lord put the spirit on them. But that's highly doubt.
That's rare.
That's doubt. That's rare as hell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These women here in the state, but the Lord not gonna put the spirit on them to be dealing with this
because
shit.
Because you do have a strong woman in the scriptures, just like the book of Maccabees.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Yo. You got to let women on that side that's probably seen some shit.
But then again, she was a righteous woman that the Most High was dealing with. You women over here, there's not. Hey, out of 1,000 men, I found one righteous, and out of 1,000, I found none in the women, bro.
Yeah. There's no account in the scriptures of women going to war and shit.
No.
The Lord has used the woman to actually set up niggas, like set up a king and shit, and chop his damn head off and shit.
Yeah.
But women don't be going to war. You didn't read in the book of Maccabees of a woman joining the army and shit, and she was going and fighting against the Romans. Yeah. That shit was not happening. They wasn't going picking up swords and bow and arrows and shooting that shit.
Because they knew that's not how you supposed to run.
Nah, a woman can't, bro. A woman can't. A woman could probably use a gun.
They strong in their own. They strong in their own aspects. They strong in their own. Help. When it comes to helping a man eat, cool off.
Exactly.
They strong in their own aspect. Raising the children, morals.
Like the saying that said, bro. You give a woman basically multiplies things. You give a woman a house and she turns into a home. You give a woman a seed, you know what I'm saying, and it turns into a baby. You know what I mean? You give a woman vegetables and meat and stuff like that, she makes you a meal. Shit like that. You know You know, you go to your woman and you know you low in the mind, you low in the spirit. She uplift you. She comforts you. You know what I'm saying? Et cetera, et cetera.
Assemble yourselves and come all your heathen and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. You see? We're gonna cause the mighty ones, the Lord's gonna cause the mighty ones of these other nations to come down. We have women in the army, bro. You women, even you so-called mighty women, you're not gonna be able to go up against a mighty Russian.
You got me fucked up. I don't care how mighty a woman is. I will beat the dog shit out of a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how a man is built. So what's supposed to be built, a woman can say no. I don't care, bro. I ain't letting a woman get on me like that. But you women that's just gonna go over there and get sent over there, you going
and not you going against a trained up, juiced up super soldier from fucking Russia that was created in a fucking military lab.
and probably taller than a motherfucker.
Yeah, and his ass is big as fuck.
Like them Hamites that I saw in the
Oh
scope,
my,
bro. Them niggas was taller than a bitch. And I ain't even short, bro. And they tall, bro.
They tall, bro.
Like I'm talking about these niggas was like,
probably the size of that fucking.
bro, it was one of them niggas in that hood that was like 6'6".
Oh my.
Another one was like 6'2", 6'4",
Or we would pick him up and just.
type shit.
Cause they be training, bro. These other nations are training, bro. They're training. Okay, and that's their work. That's the occupation. They train all day, every day for war.
Yeah, Russians, they be taking cold. I mean, they be hopping in the ice lakes and shit. And,
Fuck that.
bro, you Americans ain't doing that. Now you got mighty men in the American military.
Oh yeah, you do.
But you ain't doing the shit that them other nations is doing.
Hell nah. Hell nah. These other nations are gonna really show y'all what they're about, bro. Look at that commercial that Russia dropped, man. That shit was hard.
That was
That shit was hard. I fuck with that shit so tough. But nonetheless, only because you know that they just get ready to.
And even when they having their little ceremonies, when they showing off their missiles and shit, and they doing their little chants,
Yeah.
they going hard. America don't be having that shit going on. What the fuck?
America be having colorful parades and shit.
Man, like they ain't over here showing flaws and missiles and military might and
over
shit
there,
like that
over
over
there,
there.
like the military, like folks are actually glorifying this shit.
Yeah,
Over here, like look at a veteran, bro. His ass is sleeping on the side of a fucking road and shit with his leg cut off and shit after from an explosion and shit.
Man in a wheelchair like a motherfucker.
Bro sprung off some drugs and shit. Like, man, this ain't nah. Like over there,
They getting taken care of.
They getting taken care of. They women support them and shit. They're not out there training and shit while the women are all back home committing all types of adultery and shit. Nah, like over there it's actually straight. You feel me? Shit's actually a bit more in order, which is why Putin like has so much hatred for the Western society, for America, and which is why he says that, man. He's like, y'all. That's why America needs to be nuked.
This shit poison, nigga.
Yeah.
This shit poison for real.
They drunk the wine, therefore the nations are mad. They're like, man, this is not the way we're supposed to be running this shit. And these are the people in power, and now that we out there teaching the word, you know, letting them know that these people ain't even the real people, the Most High, the Jews, right? the Most High is Jews. These people are like, damn, and they ain't even the more. They actually the bottom of the bottom. The fuck? Then that's why these other nations are all like, you know, really just saying let the weak say I'm strong. The Most High ain't dealing with these dudes. Fuck, because that's why everybody was scared because they had the nuke, the Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Whoa, shit! The Most High has to be dealing with them. The fuck was that?
That Oppenheimer project.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
was that?
They even made a movie on it. They was testing that shit in New Mexico, and he even said it. The damn dude that was behind this shit, he was like, with this, we have now become death itself. And if you can, bro, Baba Shah grab Revelations, the 6th chapter when it goes into the pale horse, if I'm not mistaken, or the red horse. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord has blessed this man with some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's only gonna be to his own demise because you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
And look what happened. The Most High now blessed Russia with a stronger missile.
You had the ultimate sword, and now everybody else got their hands on this shit.
Everybody did that.
Now they got something hotter than what you got. So like, hey, now you can see the Lord got a sense of humor and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you been blessed to create this shit just for it to burn your ass up. Just for it to turn back on you, bro.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6. I'm going to just start at verse 2. And I saw and behold a white horse, and that's talking about the chariot. And he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him. And he went forth conquering and to conquer. And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, come and see. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him.
Yeah, which is talking about the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? People like to have their own little speculation. What the fuck are they talking about? Some dude, I seen on TikTok, some dude had the nerve to say that the red horse is talking about the Black Awakening. I'm like, you dumbass nigga. What? He said, bro, I saw this shit right before I came to camp, bro. I'm like, what?
Oh my goodness.
Niggas out their own private interpretation.
They just be saying shit. Like, they just be like, where would you even, because the scriptures say precept upon precept, bro. What can you even,
people got their own speculations of what the full apocalypse horse is, and that shit be all wrong. The red horse, this is talking about was it Adawam, which is talking about these damn Edomites because they're red.
Goes into red.
That's what that's what Adawam means. It means red. All right, go ahead. And also, red is associated with shit like destruction.
Yeah.
And that's just
And crime.
every word